What is up, everybody? This is Steve Herman from the Smark Show, and this is my Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver Toronto review. Okay, so I'm going to just go right into it with Survivor Series. This they had if there's one positive thing to take from this show, and there's really not many, is the male Survivor Series match, because that match topped anything that they tried to do last year, because they had nobody. They didn't have Seth Rollins or AJ Styles or Jericho. They had the tournament last year, and it was Reigns beating Ambrose in like 8 minutes, and then he lost to Sheamus, and then it was pretty stupid. So that male 5-on-5 was one of the best Survivor Series matches I've seen maybe since 2014 with the Authority versus Team Cena. I think that this was a lot better. It would have been different opinion if somebody else won. But let's start off with the review. There was a 6-man tag on the pre-show. I feel like they're doing the same thing they did with the Women's Revolution at first. Because they just kept doing 6-man women tags, and it was annoying as shit. I just didn't like it. So, I think, Rich Swann got the win. He got the biggest pop out of all 6. Not a shocker there. Good win for Rich Swann. So, yeah, and then we had Kane versus Luke Harper. I'm not going to talk much about this. Luke Harper lost. Still pushing Kane? Okay, great. Don't care. Okay, so then the show starts, and the first person coming out is Bayley, and she gets a huge pop. And then everyone else comes out, and then for Raw, and then SmackDown comes out, and they're all waiting for their team captain, Nikki, and her music hits, and she's not coming out. So, all of a sudden, they go to the back, and she's unable to compete with her neck. Someone beat her up backstage. She doesn't know who did it. So the people that are speculating right now, it's either Carmella or Natalya. Natalya replaces her. She was the coach originally, and Bryan said, okay, you're in. And it was good fitting because she's from Canada, so that's cool. She gets a nice little pop. And then the show starts. And, this was probably the second best elimination match out of all 3 of them. And what happened here? So, Natalya... What happened? Who got out first? I'm trying to remember now. It was Carmella. Carmella got out first. And then it just started happening like that. They just started going out like flies. Then it was Jesus. Alicia Fox got out next, like right after that with Alexa Bliss. Then Sasha Banks got out, shockingly. People were a little upset about that. Nia Jax looked awesome in this match. She looked like a superpower. Really strong here. She looked great. I remember at one point Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch were both trying to superplex Nia Jax, and Nia Jax absolutely destroyed both of them, picking both up in the air at the same time. The crowd did a holy shit chant. It was a really cool maneuver there. I remember Charlotte eliminating Natalya. And Naomi got eliminated. Oh no, by Nia. She destroyed her, threw her in the pole, and then just dragged her out. Naomi had a good showing. Then it was 3-on-3. Then Natalya went out. It was 3-on-2. Then they got Becky Lynch made Nia Jax tapped out, which was huge. That's a huge thing for Becky. I would like to see that feud in the future because I know they did not feud in NXT, Becky and Nia, so that would have been cool. Then it was 2-on-2. Alexa got out next. And then it was 2-on-1. And Charlotte didn't do any of the... She pretty much let the babyface Bayley, face off. Bayley and Becky. I wish Bayley was on SmackDown. So you can have 2 of the 4 horsewomen on SmackDown and on Raw. And then Bayley gets the belly to belly on Becky Lynch for the big win. Beats the SmackDown Women's Champion. And then after the match, Charlotte absolutely destroys Bayley. I thought this was a really good storyline progression. I really do see this match happening at the Royal Rumble. Because I'm going to assume they're going to do a rematch at Roadblock. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Sasha and Charlotte. I know people don't probably want to see that, but I could really see it happening. Good heel heat for Charlotte. She's doing some good work. She looked really good in this match. A lot of people looked good in this match, for Raw especially. I mean, Bayley looked good. Probably the least were Sasha and Alicia. They didn't really get that many moves in. So yeah, that was the match there, guys. It was a good match. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it was It was a good match. There were some really rising stars here. I thought Nia Jax looked really good, and Charlotte did too, and Bayley. So did Becky Lynch and Alexa. Alexa Bliss got a great pop, by the way. That was awesome. Next match is the IC title match: Sami Zayn versus The Miz. Miz got a huge reaction of boos and cheers, so that was cool. And then Sami Zayn comes out, big match for him. I was really happy. He finally got a singles match. Really, I wasn't surprised that Miz lost because this was a good match. I hated the finish though. There's a lot of things I hated about this pay per view. By the way, there were some things I liked. Like Raw I was fine with it. It was a content. I was like, okay. But this match, I wanted Miz to win because I wanted that. I love SmackDown so much more than Raw, and it's pretty ironic. I say this all the time. Raw probably has more of my favorite superstars compared to SmackDown, but SmackDown has better storytelling. Their characters are just keep getting better, except for the couple guys that are in stale right now. But they'll work on it, and I can see that they will do a better job with that. But Miz just won the title from Ziggler, and I really didn't think that he was going to drop the title. I mean, it would have been a great moment for Sammy. He deserves that moment. He looked great in early June when he was holding the IC title, or June or May, and the fans were doing the yes chant. Like Sami Zayn, people say Johnny Gargano is the next Daniel Bryan. I think Sami Zayn is, and he just needs to be pushed better. And I don't. It really does worry me what they're going to do for him for Raw in the future. So I really hope he gets traded to SmackDown or Cesaro, but I think it was just all ploy. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll have to wait and see on that, guys. This was a good match. Sammy was really selling that leg injury well. Really did enjoy this match. It was good. It was solid. So Sami Zayn lost with The Miz by shenanigans by Maurice ringing the bell when Sami Zayn had the figure four on The Miz, and then Miz rolled him up, grabbing the tights, and got the big win. So Miz would win the match, and then the next match would be our 10-on-10 tag team elimination match, and out comes first is Enzo and Cass. A big pop. They had some nice references about Drake. That was pretty funny. Drake, and I forget who else they mentioned, and they had the Enzo Amore's the man, and so is Big Cass. Fans love him. Eventually, I could see them getting the tag team champions at Mania. I think that would be a really good moment for them overall. So yeah, we had them come out, then the Shining Stars come out to no reaction really. Shining Stars suck. Might be good workers, but they're just stale. They've always been stale to me, at least. Carlito's the true leader. If they had Carlito in a little faction, that could be cool for a mid-card heel for Raw. They could desperately use at this point. So they come out, then Gallows and Anderson come out to a really nice pop. Then Sheamus and Cesaro come out, and then the New Day comes out to a nice pop as well too. And then leading for SmackDown, Slater and Rhino. Rhino, people love Heath Slater. I'll tell you what. See, this is the definition of somebody who has benefited from the brand split. Heath freaking Slater, man. He has been unreal. And I know one of my buddies used to be on the show, Nick Tricome, is a huge Heath Slater fan. And I'm really, really excited for Heath, man. He's doing some of his best work he's ever did, man. He's been incredible. So Heath comes out. Rhino comes out with no beard or anything, no goatee. It's pretty crazy. I'm so used to seeing Rhino with a beard and goatee. And then who comes out next? Breezango, American Alpha, the Usos, and the Hype Bros. And they come out, and we start off the match with Big E and Fandango. Fandango's got the Ugo card, and in my opinion, this was the worst elimination match of all three. This match didn't make any sense at all. So you had Fandango just throwing the Ugo things. He gets the big ending, their special tag team finisher, and they pin him right away. Breeze is deep depression, and they're all laughing. Woods is doing the dance, and Big E's dancing. But I think Kofi tagged him in, and then Kofi gets super kicked by the Usos, and they're out. I did not agree with this decision at all, having the New Day be the first ones out, because it's not going to benefit the Raw tag team. And they've really looked lackluster in pretty much the last 3 months of their tag team run, especially with the Anderson and Gallows feud, Sheamus and Cesaro. They're barely winning shows anymore, if any. They're pretty much just waiting until this point for Demolition. And apparently they have a tag title match tomorrow night against Sheamus and Cesaro. There's no way New Day's gonna break the record, and then it's gonna be pretty much what Nikki Bella did, and then it'll be like a week after, or like 2 days after, and then they'll drop the title, which is complete bogus. But yeah, they got out first. I really did not get that at all. Did not like that. This match was good. It wasn't really good. It was kind of a cluster. It was a really, really big mess, honestly. So then I really don't know what happened. I mean, there was a lot of cool spots, I guess. One thing I was really disappointed about was American Alpha not getting enough time in this match. I really thought they should have been the last ones. I think Usos should have been out third, but Vince for some reason loves the Usos. He loves those Samoans for some freaking reason. I mean, granted they're heels, they're doing a lot better than they were back in maybe like a year ago or 6 months time. Actually, let's say that. So, Shining Stars get eliminated, Hype Bros get eliminated. Then, shockingly, nice back and forth, American Alpha gets eliminated. I did not like that at all. And then Slater and Rhino get eliminated, and didn't like that. And then you had the three. Well, no, the Slater and Rhino got eliminated. Then the Usos, I think it was 3 teams. Well, no, Rhino and Slater eliminated the club, and then Enzo and Cass eliminated them, and then Enzo got eliminated by the Usos, and then the Usos great back and forth with Sheamus and Cesaro, and I really thought it was close. You thought Sheamus and Cesaro, it was just weird that those were the 2 final teams. Like, those are not your 2 best tag teams, like in each brand. Your best tag team overall, not even with the title, is definitely American Alpha, and for SmackDown, it's not Sheamus and for SmackDown it's American Alpha, and for Raw, it's definitely not Sheamus and Cesaro. It's either the club or Enzo and Cass from New Day. And I didn't really get this. I mean, the crowd really died in this match, I thought. They weren't really into it. And Sheamus and Cesaro get the win. I guess they're trying to build them. It's a tag team still. Cesaro should be on SmackDown and be fighting for the IC Championship or the WWE Championship or anything else. Cesaro's the man. Sheamus, you're boring as hell, and you can't teach that. You're just boring. Okay, so yeah, Team Raw wins 2 of the 3 so far, and then the next match, I really feel bad for the Cruiserweights. Brian Kendrick defending his Cruiserweight title against Kalisto. These are probably the 2 known Cruiserweights, and Kalisto, I think, would be perfect for this match, but they did a really cool spot, I forget what it was called, but they did it off the apron. It was like a backflip in the air, and it looked like it really hurt. They did some really cool spots, and Kendrick would eventually get the win. No, well, he wouldn't get the win. They pulled some like Kevin Nash 2006 like X Division crap, and Baron Corbin comes in and attacks Kendrick, and then beats the living crap out of Kalisto. And my logic is, I thought Corbin was hurt. I mean, it makes sense why he attacked Kalisto, but it's so stupid. Like, have a clean finish. Like, there was no clean finishes until the end of the night, and you know what I mean. So yeah, Kalisto would get the win. Not get the win. Corbin attacks him, and the crowd was pretty pissed about this. And I thought, if Corbin was healthy enough, why wasn't he on the Team SmackDown team? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay. So yeah, Kendrick retains the title and they stay on Raw. But they're still going to be at the SmackDown tapings because 205 Live is the SmackDown taping. So, interesting to see. I guess they get 2 shows, so we'll see how that plays out. Up next is the co-main event, probably my main event. Team Raw males with Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and Roman Reigns versus Team Mascot Ellsworth, Shane O'Mac, AJ Styles, your WWE Champion, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. This match was really good. It was a very long match, but it was very good, very technically sound. Great storytelling. A lot of good stuff happened. A lot of stare downs. You had AJ versus you had the AJ Seth stare down. That was cool. Jericho's huge pop with the list. Owens getting a nice pop. Reigns, as usual, getting booted out of the building. What a shocker. No one should be surprised about that anymore. Strowman looked incredible in this pay-per-view. He really looked good. What else? Yeah, I mean, AJ looked good. Shane O'Mac was in there too long. Dean Ambrose got eliminated way too early. He got eliminated first, actually, by Strowman. I mean, good for Strowman, but it was a power slam. Like, that's how Ambrose is going to get out? I didn't get that. And then Strowman just went on a rampage. It looked like he almost murdered AJ Styles by throwing him over the apron. Like someone was saying that was like similar to like Shawn Michaels' injury that cost him 4 years of his career. So really scary stuff there for AJ. Hopefully he's all right. So we'll have to wait and see. Then what happened? Yeah, then Shane O'Mac got I don't know what happened there. I think he got a concussion or something, or a horrible botch. He tried doing the side-to-side kick when he goes from the other rope. Coast to coast, there we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Reigns speared him. You know, Reigns always has to look strong, so yeah, whatever. Can't stand him. Yeah, Shane, they thought he kicked out, but he had the dazed, confused eyes, and John Cone called the ref. I mean, he called Shane was eliminated, and they rolled him out, and they were beating everyone outside. And then AJ's getting beat up and stuff. And then Dean Ambrose comes back out. And there was a mini Shield reunion. People popped for this. I really didn't care. Because it felt too predictable, in my opinion. Because there was rumors of it. And I really wasn't looking forward to that at all. I hit the triple power bomb on AJ. They rolled AJ in the ring. They pinned him 1, 2, 3. Then it was down to Rollins, Reigns versus Orton and Wyatt, and then they start teaming up, and you see Luke Harper coming out, and they start beating up Reigns, and then Rollins was trying to hit a frog splash on Bray, and Orton hit this awesome RKO on him, and then he got eliminated. This was sick, really cool. And then predictably, I thought Reigns was just gonna overcome the odds like usual and look really strong, but thank God he didn't. He looked like he got a Superman punch on Bray, and then he hit a spear, but not on Bray, but Roman Reigns, and Bray gets him, hits the Sister Abigail, and Team SmackDown wins the bigger one, the 5-on-5 male Survivor Series traditional match, and it was a great match. I really, really enjoyed this. Easily the match of the night for Survivor Series. Okay, and now our main event. Yeah, I can't believe it took me so long to actually not even mention the match. I think I did, but Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. Okay, Brock Lesnar comes out, yada yada. Bill Goldberg comes out. I mean, it was cool. I was generally shocked of the pop Goldberg got. I mean, because everyone was saying, oh, he's going to get booed. The only place he said that didn't like him was Minneapolis, and that was in Brock's hometown. Other than that, he has been getting ridiculous hometown pops. Now, I like Goldberg a lot. I do. I like him. Like, I enjoyed him back in the day. But I'm going to be dead serious. I'm the biggest Undertaker fan in the world. At least, I'm a huge fan. I love Taker so much. He means the world to me. He's one of the big integral parts of why I was a WWE fan in the beginning. And when he lost the streak, it really hit me hard. I still have not watched the match when he lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. If I see a video packet, I change it right away, or yada yada. So it hit me hard. And then the match happened. So Lesnar picks him up. I'm like, okay, here we go. We're gonna start it off. Okay, let's see how it goes. And Brock Lesnar just shoves him down like a bitch. And I couldn't believe this. I'm like, well, that was okay. And then when he hit the first spear, out of nowhere, I'm like, okay, that's cool, because like the scene has done that before, and that didn't surprise me. But what did surprise me was then he hit another spear. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And Lesnar's like knocked out. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like it's I mean it's Gold. I know it's Goldberg, but what the hell? And then he hit a jackhammer and pinned him, and the match was over. I mean, the fans there went nuts. I was pissed. I mean, I'm sorry to anybody who doesn't have the network and actually paid for that, because there's probably a lot of Goldberg fans or Lesnar fans that just get the fights to see Lesnar. I thought this was absolutely atrocious. It's an absolute slap in the face to guys like John Cena, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, even Roman Reigns, and I hate Roman Reigns, but no, I don't. I'll take that back. But he's had matches with all these guys, and he hasn't lost clean since WrestleMania 29 against Triple H. And this is the guy he's going to lose to. I was really confused by it. Didn't really make much sense to me at all. I'm still baffled and flabbergasted. I don't even care what the explanation is. They've been building Brock Lesnar like crazy good ever since before now, and I just don't get it. I'll leave it at that. I guess Goldberg has another match because he beat Lesnar clean in less than 2 minutes. A minute 26 to be precise. What does Lesnar come for here? He just loses to Goldberg, but he can't beat Orton. I mean, he beats Orton though. Like, what's that say about the guys that are currently in your product? I mean, if Goldberg's going to be around till Mania, I mean, okay, that makes a little. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It should have went to a young guy like Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, one of those guys. It should have went to a guy that could really build off of that. I don't get it. And I'll leave it at that. That's half my Survivor Series review. I'm just gonna go really quick with the NXT Takeover because my phone's gonna die soon. My camera. Great show, Takeover. Toronto. You guys are the reason why I'm a wrestling fan. I just like to say thank you for that. Bobby Roode and Ty Dillinger, absolute classic. Bobby Roode's entrances are just going to keep getting better and better. I love you. That match was incredible. Really good opener. Bobby Roode would win that match with his new finisher, the DDT. That's cool. I like the DDT finish. The next match was the Dusty Rhodes Classic. This was a solid match. Probably the worst match of the fight, but it was still a good match with TM6-1 and Authors of Pain. Good match. Way to see Authors of Pain win the tournament. Not as good as last year's, but it was still good. Also, we had the next match, easily top 3 for me, maybe even the match of the year for me. It's tough because there was a lot of good matches this year. DIY versus the Revival, best out of 2 or 3 falls. Holy crap, man, this was an unbelievable match. DIY would get the huge win. This was beautiful storytelling, beautiful in-ring technician by both competitive teams. Absolute classic. This match was everything you could think of as if you're a tag team wrestling fan. I highly recommend, if you have not seen this, you need to watch it, and you need to watch it like 2 or 3 times. It's that good. Then we had Asuka versus Mickie James for the NXT Women's title. Very good match. The finish was kind of awkward, but other than that, it was a great match. Really did enjoy it. Mickie looked great. I hope she can come back again, maybe for NXT, WWE, maybe a SmackDown match with Becky Lynch. That'd be cool. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. And yeah, Asuka looked like she was doing some heel tactics. I like that. Maybe her and Ember Moon next takeover. Maybe soon. That's gonna happen. That's the next match that we will be seeing soon. That'll be quite intriguing and interesting for sure. And our main event, another big shocker, but this shocker is nothing compared to that one. Way better match than Brooklyn. Samoa Joe and Nakamura. Samoa Joe is your first ever 2-time NXT champion. Holy crap, that's amazing. This match was awesome. He kicked out the Kinshasa. I botched that, I'm sorry. Kinshasa, there we go. Joe would then hit him with like the rock bottom on the stairs on his back and then hit the muscle buster for the win. That was insane. Great show, A+ show as usual. Triple H, William Regal, whoever else is down there, the writers and the uh, agents. You guys did a hell of a job. Wrestlers, you guys keep doing what you do. And it's a shame that main roster creative is just terrible, and Vince McMahon doesn't know what to do anymore. That is my NXT Takeover Toronto review and my WWE Survivor Series 2016 review. I hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment. What do you guys think about the Goldberg and Lesnar finish and NXT? All that good stuff. What do you guys think is going to happen for the future pay-per-views and all that good stuff? Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more review videos and prediction videos as well too. And follow me on Twitter at the Smark Show. And peace out, guys.